President Lai Ching-te recently won the presidential elections in Taiwan, but China is not happy about it.
Beijing is furious at the election result.
What's the reason that almost no country is coming forward to even recognize Taiwan as a country?
Taiwan has lost one of its last remaining diplomatic allies to China today.
What is this China-Taiwan conflict? Welcome to our channel, and in today's video we will explore everything about the China-Taiwan situation, and we will aim to uncover the layers that surround President Lai, posing the question, is he a puppet manipulated by external forces, or is he a savior steering Taiwan through the tumultuous waters of geopolitical struggle? From the aftermath of World War II to the present-day tensions in the Taiwan Strait, we unravel the historical threads that set the stage for President Lai's leadership. The Chinese Civil War ended in 1949, with the Communist Party of China, CPC, overthrowing the nationalist government, setting the stage for the complicated and tense relationship between China and Taiwan. Generalissimo Chiang Kai-shek's nationalist government fled to Taiwan, where it formed the Republic of China, ROC, and continued to rule. Conversely, the People's Republic of China, PRC, was founded on the Chinese mainland by the CPC. Since then, the political systems of the PRC and the ROC have diverged significantly, as have their approaches to economic growth. With a fast expanding economy and a communist one-party system, the PRC has emerged as a significant global force. Conversely, Taiwan has evolved into a free market, democratic nation. Tensions have resurfaced between China and Taiwan in recent years, as Beijing has increased its efforts to impose its sovereignty over the island. The One China policy, which maintains that Taiwan is a part of China's one and only legitimate government. The PRC has persistently declined to acknowledge that the ROC's existence as a distinct and sovereign nation. As a result, there has been tension between China and Taiwan for a long time. The two sides have frequently clashed militarily and diplomatically, and have never formally reconciled. Taiwan has historically relied on U.S. assistance, but as China's influence has grown and the U.S. has worked to strengthen ties with the PRC, this has become a more divisive issue. So, the real question here, is Taiwan a country? Shang's Republic of China, ROC, government in exile, was founded as a nominal democracy and initially held a seat on the UN Security Council. It claimed to speak for all of China. Many countries acknowledge the People's Republic of China as the legitimate government of China, despite Mao's PRC being viewed as an international outcast. Taiwan's government is currently formally recognized by fewer than 15 nations. As Taiwan follows the democracy system, a proper election was conducted and Taiwanese voters chose Vice President Lai Ching-te to be the country's next leader, despite Beijing's protests that they should not back a candidate who is denounced as a separatist and troublemaker. The election, which Beijing had referred to as a choice between war and peace, may put Beijing and Washington's recent attempts to mend relations, which have recently reached their lowest point in decades, to the test. The U.S. is Taiwan's main international supporter, while China claims Taiwan as its own territory and has not ruled out using force against the island. The vast majority of Taiwan's 23 million citizens support keeping things as they are. With Lai's win, the Democratic Progressive Party, DPP, which is regarded as the least friendly to Beijing, will continue to rule for another 8 years. Under President Tsai Ing-wen, who was first elected in 2016 and is only allowed to serve 2 terms, ties between Taiwan and China have gotten worse. Throughout the election campaign, Lai vowed to defend the island and reiterated that only its people could determine its future. He also said he would continue President Tsai's course of offering talks with China and upholding peace and status. With 40% of the vote, Lai defeated Hou You-yi of the Kuomintang, the main opposition party, by 33%, and Ko Wen-ja, the founder of the populist Taiwan People's Party, by 26%. Ho and Ko had contended that the DPP's policies toward China were excessively confrontational. They both support closer ties with Beijing. What is the background of Taiwan's new president? Lai, the incoming president, comes from a lowly background in northern Taiwan. Growing up in poverty in a mining village near the northern coast of Taiwan, Lai had dreamed of becoming a doctor since childhood. He had 5 siblings, and his mother raised them alone by doing odd jobs. His father, a coal miner, died in a work accident when Lai was a small child. Lai attended medical school in Tainan following his graduation from Taipei with a bachelor's degree in physical medicine and rehabilitation. A local DPP official approached him in Tainan, where he was just a few years into a promising career as a physician. The DPP official requested assistance from the well-liked physician in a DPP politician's local election campaign. Less than 10 years had passed since the Democratic Progressive Party of Taiwan, DPP, was founded to oppose the Kuomintang's KMT authoritarian rule. The KMT, who had fled mainland China after losing the civil war to communist forces there, ruled Taiwan with an iron grip for nearly 40 years, until lifting martial law there in 1987 and gradually instituting free elections. After 2020, Lai was appointed as Xi's vice president. China was accused by Taiwan's government of hyping up the threat from the mainland in an attempt to win support from voters, while Taiwan's government had already accused China of attempting to meddle in the election through economic and military pressure, as well as disinformation campaigns. Taiwanese voters, particularly the younger generation, were worried about economic problems like unemployment, housing costs, and income inequality in addition to China policy. But why exactly is China so furious about Lai's win? Beijing faces a serious challenge as a result of the election results. Because the DPP is seen as being pro-independence, tensions between the two countries have increased as a result of Taiwan's strong opposition to reunification with China. China's reaction to the victory of Lai Ching-te has been characterized by forceful declarations and military exercises. An upgraded ship participated in a live-fire naval exercise that was intended to send a strong warning and danger to Taipei. Officials from China have been outspoken in their criticism of Taiwan's independence movement. Regardless of changes in the situation on the island of Taiwan, it does not change the fundamental fact that there is only one China in the world, and Taiwan is an inalienable part of China. Taiwan has never been a country, nor will it be in the future, said Mao Ning, spokesperson for China's Ministry of Foreign Affairs. The US, UK, France, Singapore, Japan, and other nations congratulated Taiwan on its election results in spite of China's warnings. Nevertheless, Beijing was able to win a diplomatic battle when Nauru, one of Taiwan's final allies, allied itself with China's mainland. In response to Taiwan's engagement with the United States, China has since greatly increased military drills close to Taiwan and conducted war games in August 2022 and April of last year. Taiwanese officials stated that they anticipated China would try to exert pressure on Lai before he took office, possibly by holding military exercises close to Taiwan. In addition, China might increase diplomatic and economic pressure by enticing more of the few tiny nations that still recognize Taiwan, and by imposing sanctions on more Taiwanese individuals, businesses, and goods. Instead of trying to appease China, Lai stressed his dedication to improving Taiwan's standing internationally through closer relations with the United States and other democratic allies. Continuing military reforms, shielding politics from meddling, and defending the economy from coercion are all on his agenda. But he might run into issues. The DPP's diminished legislative majority probably made it more difficult for Lai to carry out his suggested reforms. As we come to the end of our video into the history of the China-Taiwan conflict, with a spotlight on President Lai Ching-te, it is time to reflect on the layers that make up this geopolitical story. Whether you view President Lai as a puppet or a savior, his role adds a fascinating dimension to the ongoing narrative of Taiwan's sovereignty. This video is just a starting point, and there's much more to discover about the multifaceted realities shaping the connection between China and Taiwan. It was not possible to cover everything into one video. Stay tuned, we will be back with part 2 soon. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel so that you never miss another amazing video from us.